Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Monday the 5th of October. It's 54 degrees, fog is lifting up, there's little signs of blue here and there in the sky. Those golden crowned sparrows are down from up in Canada and Alaska, and this time of year they come down here and they just sound so peaceful. Man, love these mornings. I love how this tree just has the craziest green look to it. It had a mixture of fall leaves, but they all fell out and shriveled up on the ground, and it just left the green behind. Not complaining, because that means the pretty colors are still on their way. Heck yeah. Alright. Welcome to Monday. Son of a gun. Alright, there. Goofy woman. Alright. It's Monday fun day. You're a goof. Alright. Have yourself a wonderful Monday. And I'll see you as the day goes on.
Alright.
Hopefully it clears up here in Vanchulo as well.
I hope so.
Alright.
Alright.
Love. See you. Bye. Bye-bye now. Goofy. You guys, along with myself, are used to a pretty familiar look. But check this out. I don't know what they're going to do on the inlays up there. It's so weird to walk in there. Even the underneath the awning there, how bright it is because it's all white. And the whole side of the building facing west. Boy, in these late sunny evenings, them people in them businesses across the street, they're going to be blinded. That's pretty wild though, huh? Look at our service entrance is all white as well. That's pretty cool, man. It just woke it right up back here instead of that drab looking old yellow color. That's cool. Wow, that's bright. Well, I've taken you guys probably for several rides by now on this one. This is that 2010 RT Audio and Convenience. What did I do to it last? Ryan put the bars. It smoked the clutch. Ryan had to put a clutch and a centrifugal clutch in there as well. And I'm trying to think why I rode it last. Oh, I put the sway bar in it for him. Anyway, now he's in for the brake fluid level sensor. One of them's bad. No sense in well, you go and you find it, but you don't. Some of them are just, they don't show bad. It's not in a, you just replace them both. So anyway, so it's got brake level sensors. There's a front and a rear, and the previous owner, he's been doing a phenomenal job, by the way, because his RPM profile is history. He's man, this thing, it was really low in the above 4,000 RPM range, and he is now at like 49 point something percent. BRP would, they like to see it around 60%, but you're having to overcome the previous owners. So yeah, from what it was to what it is now, really good. So he's been a good boy. This motor was mostly sold to Aprilia, and then later a modified version of it was sold to Buell. And yeah, it's a race motor. Run the dog pee out of them. But he's been doing, he's been doing a really good job keeping the RPMs up. But the previous owner, the damage was done. The EVAP canister was way overweight, which means it's probably been overfueled. Do not overfill these things, not even the new ones. You do have an EVAP canister in your new one. If you overfill it, you're gonna have problems. But that on these, when you're not riding them over 4,000 RPMs, you're not purging the system. So what should just be vapors becomes a liquid, breaks down the charcoal canister in there, and the charcoal starts to come apart, and the purge valve for this thing is electronically controlled. In other words, it doesn't come on until it's a proper time for it to come on. Different throttle loads, whatever, I don't know all the parameters, but it does it in a way you don't realize it's doing it, because when it's doing it, you're pulling in fuel vapors into the rear cylinder. Well, generally speaking, the bike don't like that, but when it's electronically controlled by the computer, you never notice it. You don't know what's happening, it's just happening. So anyway, I didn't finish the story. The charcoal breaks down, and little particles of it, it's like in a net, and it becomes really small. It breaks it down, and pieces of the charcoal gets up in there. And think of the purge valve, it kind of looks like the internals of an injector for your fuel system. And what happens, the little pieces of charcoal get stuck in the purge valve and hold it and lock it open. And let me tell you, if you don't think the bike and you don't notice when that purge valve's open, it's amazing that a computer's controlling it, because when it's stuck open and it's sucking them fumes all the time, they run like crap. It's not good for you. The bike don't like it. It starts the O2 sensor. You get rich mixture detection, a lean mixture, because what's happening is the O2 sensor is freaking out. It's trying to go back and forth. It's trying to go all over the place to try to make things right. Well, it can't fix these very concentrated fuel fumes being injected into the rear cylinder. So anyway, when you take the purge valve off, you know, you blow in it, and it should be solid. You should not get any air through, either under pressure or vacuum. Well, when they stuck open, it's just like sucking through a straw. It's just wide open, and that's the way this one was. When I do these things, I'll diagnose them, and then I uncut the strap for the EVAP canister. And I've done so many of these things, I can tell right away whether that, and the amount of difference in weight is shockingly small. You can tell right away. Now, get him an EVAP canister, and then a handful of Oetiker clamps. And there's two different sizes. There's like two 14mm Oetiker clamps and three 15.3mm. She's all kinds of happy now. As soon as you turn it on, it automatically, all the codes are occurred, and she runs. It was, at first I rode it and it seemed okay, and then as it warmed up, I'm going, yeah, something's going on here. It's as they warm up, it becomes more noticeable. The nice thing is he's been taking care of it, so he'll never have a problem with it again. But you can overfill these things and cause all kinds of issues there as well, because that same EVAP canister, if you overfill your tank, it shoots it, raw fuel goes into that from the tank to the EVAP canister. That vent has a check ball in case the bike ends up upside down. It can drain the fuel out of the tank, or out of that vent, which in turn would be out of the tank. But if you overfill it, it just keeps trickling that fuel through there. That's with the 1330s. Everybody goes, I can't get the amount of fuel it says. Well, unfortunately, the specs just tell you what the volume of the tank is, not the actual amount of fuel you can get into it. And if you ever have the plastic off, and you can see the top of a 1330 tank. It's got a big old hump. They made a larger hump, a bigger air area above the level of the fuel, to keep knuckleheads that overfill their tank from contaminating the purge valve. Oh, you can still do it, but you got to be pretty blatant and just overfill the thing. Well, I want to get the 5.94, whatever the fuel is, 7.965. I don't remember what the fuel is on them. I want to say it's like, heck, I don't remember. It never gets the fuel in that it says it holds. No, you never will, because that's the volume of the tank cavity, not the quantity that you can put in. There's a big air gap in there. But well, I think I've talked to you guys about this before. If you just stick the nozzle all the way down in there and run it till it boom, it stops, you are short filling it. There's a trick to getting the maximum amount of fuel in there and not overfilling the tank. If you stick your finger down in the hole, you'll feel this tube that drops below the opening that you see. You do not want to be above that pipe. It's amazing, the older Spyders, when you ride them, how much less power steering you get out of these than you do the new ones. The new ones are powerful, and at lower speeds, man, they're just like one finger pushes when you're sitting still. And these are stiff, noticeably more stiff. And their precision, you know, with all the torque angle sensor, and for the VSS, that's been vastly improved over the years. So its ability to control an intervention situation is way better. Just like everything else, they just get way, way, way better. You know, with the water pump and everything going, I can almost bet you somebody blocked off the radiator. They'll block that thing off and knock the plate out of the bottom, you know, trying to keep the heat off of their leg. Do not do it. Leave that thing open. We've had lots of discussions with BRP, and they did all their own testing because they seen people doing it, and they're going, do not, absolutely under no circumstances, block that vent off. It is designed to flow the air the most efficiently it can. Doesn't matter that you pull that little skid pan out. Nope. You'll be eating up water pumps. And it'll happen at the absolute worst time ever, like most things when they fail. I'm gonna push it around as I leave the park brake off. She's all happy again. Yay, 2010 RT AC. They've sure come a long ways in, well, now 11 years. Wow. Cool stuff. Alright, thanks for going for the rip. Look how mind-numbingly bright that white wall is. Holy moly. Hope the camera can even adjust for that. Check this out. A chopper copter going down the road. That looks like one of those firefighting ones, doesn't it? Looks like it's got the tank on the bottom. Oh, by the way, we left work. We almost made it without the lights. We were in there, and there was no lights, and then all of a sudden, the lights came on. The sun started slithering down. It's a slithering. Mama, I don't think I'm going to get much lawn mowing, considering we have, what, about 40 minutes of daylight left? Not even that. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes of that 40 just to get the lawnmower out. Get the lawnmower out, gas her up. I knew I should have thrown gas in it yesterday. I was going to, just never did. Oh, wait a minute. I did put gas in here. I don't have any more. I just got to make sure I got enough to finish it. Yeah? I forgot about that. We're out of mower petrol. Uh-oh. And that mower petrol is like our emergency stuff for power outages, to run generators and whatever else. Alright, homeward bound. Well, hello there, YouTube. Trying to get out of here while there's still light. The dogs are still excited and barking and carrying on. Although, at the moment,
knock on wood,
they're quiet.
Yes.
That'll last just a moment. All the birdies flying around still, getting their last little bugs for the evening before they settle down.
Yep.
But that wasn't a bad Monday. It was nice and smooth. And got in a Spyder ride. Did some Spyder repairs. And it was a good day.
Very good.
Yeah. I never even asked you, how was your day at work there, little woman?
It was very busy.
Was it busy?
Yes, it was.
I hardly got up there to see you. I was asking her about some tires for the iron, and it took me forever to get her the sizes. If you look at, you have to look up in your manual, or look at the bike. Even if you look at the older, because in 2014 they changed the rear tire size on when they went to the CAN bus and all that stuff, better brakes. It doesn't matter what you look at. Do not trust what you look at online. Even stores that are selling you tires are giving you the wrong rear tire size, unless you have a 14 or newer. I'm like, good Lord,
just
can everybody, literally everybody, be that wrong? But, and there's even a sticker on your, sometimes it's on the VIN plate, sometimes it's a separate sticker, but it actually shows you what the correct tire sizes are on that sticker, in case someone prior to you, previous owner, whatever, put different size tires on there. Which you shouldn't do. Yeah, shouldn't do.
By the way.
Almost always a negative result. Almost always.
Yeah.
I say not 100%, but depends on what you're doing with it. If you're doing something specific, you might be able to improve something. I've crashed and totaled motorcycles for trying using different tires.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Unless it's for a specific application to do some kind of a racing thing, or you're making some custom look and you're going to ride it real slow anyway. So anyway, there's a little motorcycle knowledge thrown at you.
Or a little rant for the evening.
Yeah, a little mini rant.
Yeah.
All right, I reckon we're going to roll out for the sun. It just goes black out here.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. We'll see you at the crack of old dark early once again tomorrow.
Yep, we will be here in the morning.
Start this whole thing back over again.
I know it. Vicious
same old
cycle.
Thing, just a different day.
Yep.
Days get shorter and colder, and then they turn around and get longer and hotter. That's the only difference.
I know. Crazy world.
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.